Kingstop Entertainment back with another late night Blitz session. We left off at 1500 or so rating. We're going back to our journey of 2000 Lichess rating. It's gonna be a tough ride, and we only play two openings. The Carol Khan as black and King's Gambit as white. Okay, so our first opponent of the night. We have to say hi to Alireza Brahimi 333 from Iran. Okay, if this is the real Alireza, we're gonna have a lot of trouble in that we are going to lose in a very quick manner. However, judging by his rating, he seems to be a player which is rated similar to us. We're 1458 right now and still with a question mark, so haven't defined our real rating at the moment. I think jumping to f6 with a knight with ideas of e4 later, jumping there inside, doesn't seem that bad. Let's just castle the same as my opponent and try to be precise with the clock. Issue with Blitz most of the time is that it comes down to the clock. So in our case, we're going to try to avoid this. Let's always try to be up on the clock, and one thing which can help us manage our time better is trying to anticipate my opponent's moves. So we might be going for a dark squared bishop loss here, or let's just play some weird, relatively weird chess and just retreat to an unconventional square. I think this takes off players at this type of rating, at this rating range, let's say, since this is something which maybe is breaking the conventional lines which one is used to seeing at this Blitz rating. As you can see, he's spent 10 or 15 seconds now on this last move. So I think we jump in with our bishop there, right? We go for risky gaming. He might advance his pawn to g5 now further, pushing my knight back. Doesn't seem that bad. I might just retreat here and offer him a knight exchange. At this point, a knight exchange is not awful as I can see it from my eyes. So let's kick off now his knight again. He is going to retreat as I predict. So now let's proactively try to predict a move, attack this knight here, which is pretty deep in our territory. Centralizing my dark square bishop on d6 looks like a consolidating move, centralizing the position, and then maybe forming a battery with a queen behind it. My rooks are not playing the game. He might just be looking to blast open my king side with pawn advances now, and he has a really solid position, I have to say. I don't want, I'm maybe even just letting him take and ruin my pawn structure. I will not let him or just defend it with a knight right now, right? It might be even better. I don't want now his queen coming to d3 with ideas of combining with the knight, and also these two pretty far reached pawn. So he does go for the exchange. We don't have to think a lot on that move. We just take back, and as we can see, we're 1 minute up on the clock. Let's try to make advantage at the right time. Okay, this is also one thing at this rating. Getting to 2000 is not going to be easy, and utilizing everything we can to reach our goal will make our life easier. So, okay, the dark square bishop, his dark square bishop is bad. I'm not willing to go for an exchange right away. Just going for the centralizing idea. I don't need to rush and take it. It's pretty good where it is, and it cannot get kicked out. So hence why he's bringing now his knight to try to do something. Okay, let's just put the pressure on him now. Take here and form a battery and attack this point twice. He's going to need to defend that one twice. Let's also find a way for my knight. He's not playing right now. Maybe a break here would open things up. Making a weakness here on e6 would not benefit me a lot, I have to say. Maybe even just a rook move and then a rotation from my knight would cause him to make a slight mistake, possibly. Let's not forget this pawn on c2 is relatively hanging. I think I need to go for a takes with from this side. I'm not sure if I just, let's not just overthink it. I can even flee with my king if need be. Now I have a square for my knight on f6, which is what I'm looking for. I cannot see his ideas right now. Okay, let's just try to harass him a bit. Now this is blocked for him totally. He has to go back. Let's keep harassing him, play some quick moves. Jump in there is my next move. Ah, he's just not gonna think and trade. Might have had a better play there. Let's centralize like this as well. And we have a pretty solid position. Let's now activate my rook on this point. He defends it. Let's now attack. Let's double up. Can I double up? Or let's go for something else. Maybe yeah, let's just play something. I think my king is safe there. I don't want to let that one. I don't want to let that one in. I do not want to let that one in. That's a good move. That's a good move by my opponent. He's now allowed me this pin, which is pretty good for me, I feel. Okay, I need to remove that one. Even though so I'm taking here with check is the thing. And I think he's losing a rook potentially. I think he's losing a rook here. I think he is. Can he somehow turn this over? Let's not focus gaming. Let's not focus our game. Let's not lose my rook. Let's not lose my rook. Double up, go for checks, and go for a queen trade if possible. Think now he is losing, because on my next move I check him here. Oh, he's going for that one. I think it's a mate. No, he's taking this one. Mate. All right. Yeah, that's a good game. So I would offer him a rematch, but my opponent has left angrily. But maybe he's just on a hurry. He's from Iran. Props to my opponent for playing a very good and tough game. Next we're playing, let's see what the Chesstrombone. All right, e4, my friend. He had that pre-move. Did you guys notice that? E5, e4, e5 pre-move. Y'all know the drill. King's Gambit setup. That's actually a good move. I've seen this variation where he checks now and ruins my castling rights, but I might be able to recuperate from this. It's not so straightforward for my opponent here. Yes, he has this check. It can be that was a free bishop, my guys. That was a free bishop. See, yeah. Now he saw it. Stuff like this is not fun to miss, you know. It's not fun to miss, I have to say. It's not fun to miss, I have to say. I might need to do like some flashy stuff, like sacking there, and then going for the takes. I shouldn't have missed that move. So time management and missing free pieces is definitely something we need to improve on if we want to get to our beloved rating. So now he might do the same thing to me. I think he is going to take there. Right. I think I have a check here first. Let's see if that achieves anything. He's gonna tuck his king away and then leave his rook free for the attack. I'm not wanting that. I'm maybe just thinking of going here with my knight and then comboing this mate here. Let's see if he reacts quickly to this. If he just, yeah, I think he's just losing the game now. Mate 2-0. That's a quick and dirty game. Chesstrombone, thank you for the game. That was a cool game, yeah? Cool and quick. Next. White again. Now we're playing Grandmasterriasc. This is the French, if I'm not mistaken. This leads to pretty solid positions now for black. Going with my usual King's Gambit setup, even though he didn't go for e5, is anyways something which we will be doing. As I have mentioned previously in a video, I think at this moment and this rating where we're at, it doesn't make that much sense to be ready for a lot of openings, right? So I don't think, of course, like Grandmasters, International Masters, National Masters, FIDE Masters too, most probably, are in a position to expand their repertoire and then have answers to pretty much any setup, and are able to capitalize on, let's say, slight advantages in the opening. Maybe if he's even minus 0.7, 0.8 right now, it would be pretty bad in normal circumstances. But at this level, I don't think it makes that much of a difference, especially in Blitz. So this is the approach we're going to have here. I think that one can be taken. Is it worth taking it? It's not defended twice, I think, so it's a free one. So why not take it? We said last game we're taking free stuff. Give us all of the free stuff. He resigned. Okay, good game. I think we're gonna offer this guy a rematch. Everyone is leaving. See, this is one thing. I used to be like this as well, where I would get angry at a loss, relatively angry, and tend to quickly be ashamed and leave. And getting better at chess means sometimes facing the reality and keep playing a stronger opponent. Okay, so our rating has now stabilized 1560. Oh, that was not intended. 1560. Yeah. Okay, now black, we said Carol Khan. This bishop offer is something we always take, and then we go with our idea of c5 almost always. So think that we can give that one for free, because that leads to some relatively okay variations on our side. Now, as we said, we usually have a problem developing our dark squared bishop. Let's just check here and develop our knight next. So pretty standard position from our side. Castling is always good, and we've seen this maneuver where I go back like this and put my bishop on b6. It is pretty passive, that is true, and now he is trying to mate us. So question is, do I put my knight there? I think I put my knight there first. Now he will probably try something like h4, Harry 4. And we might even just try to kick him out as well with h6. Where is he gonna go back? Probably to f3, and then our next move might be something like rook here, rook to c8. I might need to bring some more reinforcement on the king side to defend, even though let's just keep the pressure for now and do this developing move first. Something like a6 for me, just consolidating on the queen side and not letting him do these pushes easily with b5 is also not bad. So what do we have here? What do we have here? Do we have something interesting, or do we just go for this maneuver and try to get at that black squared, a dark squared bishop on e3? Yep, expected move means I might just have to go way back, and this is something I do not want to do. This is something I didn't want to do. Let me make that clear. But always trying to be out on the clock comes at a cost, and this cost in this case means knight to h8. Let's not be too negative about it. On rook to c1, I will probably just move my queen to d7, connecting both of my rooks. He is thinking of a sack there. We are going to stop it for now by firstly defending it with the knight on f5 and attacking his dark squared bishop at the same time. Does he have a lot of squares to go to here? Alrighty, so let's take his dark squared bishop, and somehow if I can infiltrate with my rooks, it would not be that bad. It would not be bad. It would not be that bad. Let's just connect them first. I don't see his killing attack that fast. I cannot see how he can break in extremely quickly. g5 might work. He's bringing his rooks now into the game. Pretty good playing by my opponent. Let's just go as planned with this move. Keep his two pieces tied to the defense of the pawn on d4. Might be too slow, but now I'm also threatening to kick out his queen. I'm not afraid of that move. I might create a passed pawn. Takes. What happens if I take twice? Take twice. Take that. This knight is not playing. This knight is not playing. That knight is not playing. I need to play with my knight. And now I'm low on clock again. Low on clock again. Let's just... No, we're not letting him. We can't let him. Let's just try something like this. Let's just try something like this. This bishop was not doing much, okay? And I have to take it, then hope for a timely rook to c3. Now this is one of the hardest games we've played so far. Yeah, so he has that one. Let's see how he approaches now. Let's see how he approaches this now. Does that work? Does that work? I'm not sure. Let's play quickly. I dropped e6. I dropped e6. Dropped e6. We're a couple of seconds back on the clock. I think he is going to see it. If he goes for this takes, I'm pretty much toast. Pretty much toast. I think I'm toast. So, having some issues with the camera. Doesn't bother us. We just keep on going with the game. He saw it. He saw it, of course. So, we take there. And then what happens after knight takes e6? What happens after knight takes e6? He did not see it. I think just simplifying the game for me is something I'm looking for. Let's just try and... he's mating me here, so he is mating me there. That's one thing. That is one thing, definitely. How do I defend against that one? How do I defend against that one? I just go here, play some quick chess. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna survive this attack, this onslaught. Check. He went for a check. Let us go back here. How does this look like? Somehow now my knight on h8 is proving to be a defender of this square, stopping his queen from just delivering a check on g6. Do we mind that one? I think we don't mind that one that much. I think we don't. Let's just move, you know. Make him come up with the combos. Even though my king looks in a dangerous spot, I have a check here, which might even disturb his situation somewhat. Maybe not. So bringing now my knight there, it doesn't seem that bad. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? Let's just cover this check with the rook, this pin. I might need to come around with the rook now, because he's not serving a purpose there. Need to come and defend here. Definitely. Definitely. I think this here works. I think this here works. And we made him. Yeah. I ain't bored with it yet. Good game by my opponent, JEVR. 100 points above our rating. Means we're on a good road. Good path. Alright, guys. Closing the video, closing the stream. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay loyal to the journey of 2000 rating and more on Lichess. Hope to see you guys again soon. Kingstop Entertainment signing off. Bam.